Yes, come on, review well. Hello everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Man Takes Shoes Out of Box, the episode where you get to sit there and watch me, a grown-ass man, take some shoes out of a box and then tell you what I think of them. Today we are talking about these, the OGs, man, the Jordan 5 Fire Red Black Tongues. These dropped on Saturday, just past. They were 189 British pounds, something like $220. And the good news is that if you forgot about these, if these weren't on your radar, and you are looking to pick up a pair of these have bricked. Pretty much. These are available in all retailers in pretty much all size runs. You guys over there in the US can potentially comment down below to let us know if that's the same where you are. So yeah, demand, it seems, was pretty low for these. And later on in the episode, we're going to explore the reasons why that is. So this shoe, it's an original colorway from 1990. There are two versions of the Fire Reds, as I'm sure you guys out there will know. You have a silver tongue version or a 3M tongue version, which differs to these slightly in a couple of very minor type ways, whether it's the color of the tongue or the color of the midsole or some of the accenting on things like the TPU. They are, to the untrained eye, the same shoe, but to the sneakerheads, the highly trained eye, they are hugely different. And a lot of people out there, like a lot of collectors that I know, sort of prefer the black tongues to the 3M tongues. Now, sneakerheads love to complain. We do. If a shoe comes out and it's inconsistent with some feature of the OGs, we're quick to point it out and complain about it until the next retro cycle comes around, and then Nike either do or don't address it. And I feel like this shoe has been addressed. First came out in 1990, then we had a retro in 2006, then a retro in 2013, and now the 2025 version is basically one-to-one or closer to the original 1990s. You see, in 2006 and in 2013, the retros came out with the Jumpman on the back, not the Nike Air. That is not true to the originals. Q sneakerhead complaining. Those retros from 06 and 013 featured the embroidered 23 on the rear heel quarter, but the font was wrong. It wasn't in Bull's jersey font, so that's something else to complain about. And Nike have addressed those specific points to give us the 2025 version, which is about as close to the OG 1990s as you're ever gonna find. So you can shut up now, thanks sneakerheads, say Nike. The packaging is pretty plain Jane. It's just the regular Jordan 5 box. The shoes themselves, bro, they're sweet. Personally, I prefer the black tongue Fire Reds to the silver metallic or the 3M tongue Fire Reds. There's just something about this type of blocking that, to my eye, is preferable. Maybe it's the extra black touches, the extra black hits that give these more of a Chicago-esque type of vibe. I don't know, but I personally prefer the black tongues. The shoe is dominated by a white leather upper. Features in a pretty nice feeling material. The consistency between the leathers from the right to the left shoe, I mean, it doesn't look like they're exactly the same, but they're close enough, and the materials feel satisfactory. They don't feel like crazy good quality, but they don't feel bad. The QC on my pair is pretty decent. There's just a little bit of warping, or I don't know, it almost looks a little bit like damp, like the old top floor of my midsole has got a leak somewhere. There's a little bit of damp going on with a little bit of wrinkling around the bottom of the shoe. Couple of scratches, couple of imperfections. QC isn't bang on, but I feel like they made a lot of pairs of these, and you can't really complain too much with the old mass-produced Jordans these days. In terms of the fits and the feel, these fits are nice in my opinion. They fit true to size with a little bit of extra room in the toe box. So I feel like if you were gonna go up or down, probably a half size down if you're a normal footer. If you're a wide footer, true to size will be fine, if not half a size up. Just normal Jordan 5 sizing. I found these, the black metallics and the grapes this year, to fit really nice, going true to size. In terms of the comfort, bro, it's not great. The padding around the ankles is nice. It's a Jordan 5. I don't really find Jordan 5s that comfortable, to be honest. But let's face it, none of us are wearing retro Jordans for the comfort. We're wearing them because, bro, they look absolutely fire on feet. All right, so let's talk about the release. Let's talk about the hype. Let's talk about why these things bricked. After all, it is an OG Air Jordan. I mean, the first thing to say is that these things didn't even drop on the Nike Sneakers app. These things just turned up on the Nike app, and they are still sitting in most of the popular sizes. Some of the larger sizes, the Bigfoot sizes have gone, But yeah, if you look around on most retailers, they're still carrying all the popular sizes. So the demand was pretty low for this particular shoe. And there's a few reasons, I think, why. I mean, this is an awesome shoe. It's an OG colorway, but it's come out in a year where there's just so many awesome retros. People can't afford to buy every other release, and so people are being a little bit more strategic with what they're going for. Do people really need another pair of Fire Red 5s when they've got any of the 2 versions that have come out over the past, 10, 15 years? Probably not. It's a big month with, the Travis Scott's right around the corner. I feel like a lot of people are probably just saving their money to, have to front up the resale prices for those if they can't get those. And then you've got other people who are also thinking about the Tokyo 5s this month as well. So it's a tricky retro to bring out in a time where people are A, being a little bit more selective, and B, Nike are sort of over rinsing it with the retros, and the fatigue is a real thing. So there's a number of reasons beyond those few reasons as well why these weren't as popular. But I do feel like if these had come out in a previous year or any other year apart from this year where it's just been unrelenting heat, these things would have been a lot more popularly received, because this is an all-time classic. And there we go, those are my thoughts. It's a clean retro, it's a really nice homage to the OGs, finally got the text on the back, finally got the font on the sides. Thank you very much, Nike, for addressing those issues. Will these things end up going on sale in a few months? Probably in a few different sizes. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if you could pick a lightly used pair up for way under retail as well in a few months once someone has rocked theirs and maybe needs some money back or something like that. So really good news for the collectors out there that this is an accessible shoe. It's an easy cop. I think a lot of people are going to be really happy to see that. What do you guys think? Are you happy with your pair of Fire Reds? Feel free to sound off in the comments and let me know. And as always, guys, I appreciate you messing with the content. I'll see you on the next video. Take care for now, and peace.